So,
Welcome to the select scenario! Woo!
hooray! The next map is Elden Caves, but first we're going into the Bazaar. So in the Bazaar you have... so in the Bazaar you have 4 menus, sub-menus I guess you could call them. First of all we have the badge market. This is where you make your character stronger, or well, evolve,
Give
develop.
them sort of level up, if we can call it like that. It's basically so you can, have longer combos, makes it easier on weak point gauge, all that kind of jazz.
Taking over keeps and whatnot. Attack badges are obviously all attack. Defense badges are, well, things like potions, defense against, defense on certain levels.
And type of elements.
Yeah, and assist badges are things like taking over the keeps and also power-ups for the items.
The main reason I'm groaning is because this is like you spend like at least 35 to 40% here.
Yeah.
If you want to get your character, and this is where you can basically quick level up. There is a rule: is that you can never level beyond your highest character. So anyone below because Link is only on level 4. And all the other characters can never go beyond level 4. It's basically so when some of the new characters, they are usually start at level 1. It's to speed things up.
Really. Also, the apothecary, we can't really do anything with this right now because we need more materials, which we're actually going to get into in this specific level. Also, there's the smithy, but we can't actually do anything with it right now because it's not unlocked. So anyway, Elden Caves. We're going to actually be playing as Impa for this level with her first weapon, the Giant Blade. As you can see, she's recommended because she is a water element. I guess we can kind of talk about that right now, I suppose.
Yes, I'm not.
Actually, no.
I'm not running this show. You are.
Well, actually, we're going to talk this after this element because, hey, guess what? Exposition Lady is here again to talk with us.
Link and his comrades slew King Dodongo.
Yay! I love Exposition Lady. She's so nice, which also just tells us everything, so they don't have to animate anything.
She's my waifu.
Please don't. So yeah, as it turns out, Zelda is gone because Hyrule guards can't guard for shit.
Yeah, well, majority of them was only training, so.
Literally, actually, everyone else was like posing. If I remember correctly.
The sign of the legendary hero.
Yes.
Also, for those who ask, this one is not part of the timeline, so.
Yeah, that is going to come in at some point, I'm sure. Yeah, this is actually I read an article about that. Apparently, we're supposed to think of this like the Avengers, but the Avengers are canon. So what?
Like, it's not part of the timeline we always play on. You can always see this as sort of like an alternate. See this. This is an alternate universe, basically.
Yeah, where everything.
But at what time this took place, that's a different story.
Who knows? In any case, we're going to the forest, but first we're going through Elden Caves, and here we have our main menu. Actually, the battle menu, I suppose you could call it. It'll show you. You can click on battlefield info to see where all the keeps are, where are the enemies. Yeah, not really useful in legendary in Legends mode. Current status will, if you ever forget what you have to do to win or lose, you can just look here.
The only time you're gonna use this is mostly during an adventure when if it says like you need to defeat a certain enemy, just so you know what that enemy is.
Yeah, and most importantly also, the warrior info will show you off where the skill levels for the level are. Maybe not so important on in Legends mode, but much more important in Adventure mode, which again we will get into when we do.
That's gonna be so fun.
Yeah, actually, you know what? It's also useful for Legends for hard mode in Legends mode.
Yeah, because hard mode has different rule sets.
Yeah, but again, we'll get to that. You can also switch BGMs, which we won't.
Ah. Not that complaining. I think this is a original song, and
yeah.
And this is actually not my personal favorite, but it's one of my favorites, actually.
And it is actually surprisingly good now when I heard it again. So the game tells us about switching items here because we unlock the potions, which is the first thing actually when you go to the Bazaar and you go to the badge market. You have a number of items. The first thing you should always do is you get a bunch of old rags as the materials. The first thing you should always do is unlock the potions because the potions give you the first bottles, I suppose, and it will give you potions.
A tip: try to unlock all 3 potions because they become very dependable. If you want 100% this game, and adventure mode will kick your ass. I'll tell you that, especially if you want this. If you want 100%, wanting all 3 potions is a godsend sometimes.
Yeah. So before we start talking about what those potions were, we'll talk about the combos that.
I thought we were talking about the awesome music.
Well, first of all, we'll talk about the combos that we currently have for Impa. So, Impa, she has 3 combos. Her normal combo attack is that she just does a fast swipe towards the enemy. Her second one, when you do one attack and then press the combo button, she will do a upward slash. And if you do a combo attack, if you press the combo button again while in the air, she will do a downward spiral thing attack.
Basically, she's the one with. The thing is that both me and Carly agrees on is that she is one with the most fun combos in the game. Sure,
her second attack is like I completely forgotten right now because it's not really important. Because the most important part of the thing is that her most important attack right now, at least, is her third combo, which is a combo that drags in all enemies and with a water bubble that then explodes. And
she slash that bubble.
Yeah. So
and the thing is that it applies a element that's water. And in this universe, apparently water is sort of bleed.
Yeah.
Enemies' heads get absorbed in a water bubble, and it's slowly draining their life.
Yeah. So we're gonna get. So yeah, that's her special, taking down the enemy attack. So yeah, elements is a thing in Hyrule Warriors. As you saw, the game recommended. Impa, because she's a water element, this is a fire stage, so naturally water goes against fire. But there are 5 elements actually. Fire. The first one, the fire element, is that when you apply fire element to an enemy with a combo attack, as soon as that enemy lands, he will explode, which will damage other enemies nearby him. Water, which, as you saw, I don't think we have seen it yet, actually. It will apply a bubble around the enemy, which does damage over time, which is, it's basically just that.
It's a bleed.
Yeah, it does damage over time. Lightning, what lightning does is that they do extra damage while the enemy is still in the air, so as long as you're comboing them while they're floating, you will do more damage. Light is the... Light we saw before with the Link, but wasn't really important because whatever. You
don't really notice that because of what it does.
Yeah, it does more damage on single targets, which isn't really a thing unless you're fighting like bosses.
No, that's darkness. Light is for as more enemies that you attack, you get stronger. Darkness applies for single characters.
Oh, nuts! Yeah, okay, fair enough. But yeah, so in that case, actually, light is pretty useful. I usually the thing is that I usually confuse the two because darkness users, which we'll see later, have more group attacks, while light users have more single target attacks. It's kind of silly.
I noticed that. Although at least with Link, you have always his spin attack.
Yeah, so Link is probably the best light user, but yeah. In any case, I went the wrong way there. Oops. So we get to see her special attack. Well,
again.
Yeah, it's a giant slash. Well, this time we got to see it in the proper angle because last time it glitched out.
Her boost attack is actually really decent. It's got a good range and it cover a great deal of enemies. So
yeah, it's actually very good. It's not the best the special attack. Moves to attack, special attack, same lingo technically.
I got what I'm still Warriors wording syndrome.
Yeah, fair enough, but. Yeah, I will not say that her special attack is the best in the game. There's another character that has basically a better one, but we'll get to her maybe next part, actually. I'm still not decided completely, actually.
Is it who I think it is, or...?
I think it is who you think it is, but we'll see her soon.
Okay.
In any case...
Actually, I would almost the best one is... And it's not... The best attack, which actually is a combo, is from another character.
Oh yeah, but... I think
we don't get to play him until much later.
Oh yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. In any case, so okay, so here's a level gimmick that will show up later as well. Bomb shoes. For this point, they're on our side, and when bomb shoes are on your side, you want to protect them until they get to where their target is. In this case, it's the those stone
that
pillars.
giant rock.
The giant rock and the stone pillar. So we want to take over the keep that's right in front of it, and also kill all the enemies that are trying to attack it, guarding the bombchu. We'll see the bombchus later again when there are what happens when they're on the opposite side, but it's another type of gimmick at that point. Also, the pouches you have seen dropping. The pouches are, well, drops, obviously, from captains and sub-commanders and all the more special enemies. No mooks will drop any pouches. But the pouches can contain two things. Either they will contain a material, which come in bronze, silver, and gold versions.
Although golds are usually exclusive for bosses, so...
Yeah, well...
I said usually.
Yeah, usually.
There are rare, like, captains that drops gold versions,
yeah.
But...
usually you won't really see gold materials drop unless you have like something that makes it drop more easily, but we'll get into that again later. A thing I guess about Hyrule Warriors is that most things happens later in the game, which is why when I originally thought of this LP I wanted to do with a completed save file, so that would more easily. But I guess this way things come more naturally, which is, you know, fair enough. Honestly.
It's easier for us to try to talk about it.
Yeah. The other thing that enemies can't drop are weapons. More rarely, obviously, because, you know, weapons. But
although bosses will always at least drop one. Every boss will usually drop at least one.
Yeah. I will drop a... Yeah, sometimes they might drop weapons and a material, but that's very rare.
It's usually weapons.
Yeah, sadly, because they also drop materials, which, you
well,
know...
it depends on if you want a specific weapon, although if you want a higher version, you're gonna have to do it in the higher levels.
Yeah, it is kind of silly, honestly.
Yeah.
Anyway, Bombchu,
Mission
go!
successful! Whoop!
Hooray!
We're done for today, guys. Let's go.
Yep, nothing else. Oh, well, we still have to escape, I guess, because the enemies are still behind us and we can't destroy them, you know. We can't definitely not destroy them, I say, as I cleave like 10, 12 enemies at the same time.
I just love the soundtrack.
Oh yeah, actually I like the part of the other part of the soundtrack, which we'll get into soon. I like it actually more because it has more bassline. Anyway, a cutscene.
I kind of sucker for the trumpets. So
oh no! Oh no! Not normal enemies.
Not normal mooks.
Whoever will save us. We're surrounded. Oh no! We can attack in every direction.
Hey, look! It's Sheikah.
Oh yeah.
My least favorite character, most because I do not like her combos. I am not a big fan of most of them.
Oh, we'll get into her combos. It's an interesting gimmick, I will say, but we'll see her in the next video, possibly.
And before people call bullshit, it's been official, Sheikah is a she.
Yeah, seriously. There's a, you wanna know why? There's a reason for that, and it's honestly.
We need more female characters. You know, Zelda and Link and his bitches. You know.
Right, the subtitle for this game.
Wife Dynasty Warrior Wifer Edition.
Essentially, actually, that's the thing I kind of like about this game. Honestly, that like you don't really think about it because you know the story in most Zelda games are kind of bare bones, but there actually is a lot of important female characters in the Zelda games. I'm not sure.
More than what did you think? And especially the updated version is going to give us an even new one.
Yeah, even more actually. It's you know
like we get like the Legends is going to get 3 characters. One of 2 of them are female.
Yeah. Also, this is the part of the soundtrack that I like more, honestly, because it's more guitar heavy. I mean I like the orchestral version, but I just like this one more. It feels with me better, I guess.
Nah, I agree with you. I'm kind of a sucker for guitar myself, although you know the perfect combination is both. So
yeah. So again, I guess we can say all magic modes, focus spirits are basically the same. The only difference are what type of finishers they have.
How the finisher will look. So.
Yeah. Again, all characters have a AoE attack. As if it just ends up, if If you just
if you let the berserk, if you let the
focus,
brigade
focus mode go out, it will just it will yeah, it will always be an AoE because the game kind of assumes that you're overwhelmed by enemies at that point or something, I guess.
I don't know. Although kind of they could have fixed that, but if you hold them the button, it goes in AoE, or if you just press it, you go in a standard one.
Yeah.
Because I remember certain, like, I think dinosaurs. Okay, I don't remember. I remember one part of the game actually did something like that. If you held it in, you charged up, and depending on if you had like charged up to 1 or 2. I remember playing a Wars game that sort of had that mechanic in it. So I don't know. They should bring that in.
Yeah.
Also, that's something that this Wars game has. This one doesn't have compared to other ones. Also, here's the second sculpture.
Yep, it's over here below the stone square, I think it was called.
Yeah. Okay, so here's the strange part that I always found when it comes to games outside the dinosaur war games is that the other games doesn't really can make a character jump, which I always found weird.
Yeah. Also, here's her. If you just finish it early, she'll do a giant slash where she throws up her sword in the air.
She's basically using it like it's a goddamn katana.
Essentially, actually, yeah.
I mean, how badass is that? You have this like she weighs probably half my weight.
Yeah.
And she swings around a. You're thinking Cloud fucking like.
Yeah, seriously, Cloud, eat your heart out. Here's Impa.
Here's Impa who's managed to more or less swing a sword the size of what's the size of a buff sword?
Well, I guess I guess it's not as thick, I suppose.
Well, maybe not thick, but we're still talking about a heavy object that she swings at such a fast that she's actually, having all this, kind of delay slash, when you cheat it back in, like all the samurai kind of moves, and you just like they fall in.
Yeah.
I mean, Jesus Christ, you think fucking Cloud looked badass when he did fucking Bushido? Look at this!
Also, I suppose we could talk about upgrades. A chest. A chest will not always contain, items or heart containers. It can also contain weapons. They're always,
Well, the first, if there's a weapon, if the weapon is supposed to give you in a new class,
yeah,
then it's always going to be that first time.
Yeah. Also, surprise, we're playing as Link. So there's actually a thing here. If you're playing, so this is the first level where you can choose between 2 characters, and obviously the first thing they do is that if you're playing as Impa, you can get 1 heart piece. If you're playing as Link, you can get another heart container. So yeah, replayability, I guess. So to get the Link's heart container in this level, you just have to take over Crystal Cave, and it will spawn.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, it's super great when they do this.
It's actually great, even better in the next level, because they recommend you play as 1 character. They have an heart piece for 1 other character, and they have a heart container for a 3rd character.
Yeah, I know.
They will do that a bunch.
Yeah, I mean, it's to entice the whole replay. In my opinion, the first kind of levels is there just to introduce you to the new character. To every new level, a new character will either have to play or is introduced.
Yeah. And
then it just keeps like, but you want to play this again, of course, because you want those hearts, right? Because you're gonna need them if you want to complete the game.
Yeah. The thing, so I guess I could say, instead of just, the reason why I want to send Impa to go back to defeat that Lysalphos that was spawning is that you do not want to trust, you don't really want to trust the AI partners to defeat a captain. Sometimes,
you don't want to trust them to. Okay, this is a common rule for any war game. You don't trust the other player. You don't trust the AI.
No.
Never trust the AI to actually do something competent. They have
random fits.
They're mindless sheeps who can't do shit.
Yeah, and especially with captains, because they can actually kill them. And if Link, not kill, KO, as you can tell.
They make them flee.
Yeah, no one dies here. They all just, vanish into the ether and are knocked out. But yeah, if Link is defeated and flees, then, it's game over. So that's great.
Oh yeah, the second one. Ugh.
Yeah. So yeah, this is the second part of the level where we have to find more bomb shoes. So we already have one bomb shoe in that square, but yeah, the game wanted to go find the second bomb shoe, and
It's right here.
It's right here. So what happens at this point is that the game, the thing is that when text pops up, it needs to tell all, it needs to say all the text. Even like there is a certain order that the text come in. Just because we already found the bomb shoe doesn't mean anything. And if you take over this keep, still doesn't mean anything, because the game will still tell us, oh hey, we need to find the bomb shoe. Oh hey, you found the bomb. Like here we get the mission to seek out the bomb shoe, and now, you know, later.
Yeah, this is a thing that's never sort of, if you want to call it, fixed in the Warriors games.
Yeah.
It's been that forever.
It's mostly a problem, especially in an area like this that is closed off.
It's more or less a problem if you're a returning player. You want to play the story mode and you know exactly what to do, and but then you get to this point and you're just like, Impa, can you clear the keep out? I mean, we did it!
Yeah.
Yay!
Hooray!
We did that 2 minutes ago.
Yeah. Also, there you saw Impa's second combo attack, which is she does a heavy slash downwards, I suppose you could say. Not really a downward slash. Well,
wow,
a downward
just walk right
slash.
into that one. Nice move there.
Yeah. Anyway,
Right.
in any case, we can take over this keep as well. It's not important anymore, but we're gonna do it anyway because I'm afraid that my AA partners will die. The enemies from this keep will start attacking the friends, and that's not good.
As long as they're close to the bomb shoe, you won't really fail.
Yeah.
Ah, here comes the second antagonist of the game.
Uh-oh. It's a hand.
Is Wizzro.
Wizzro, which...
He's not an original character in this game.
So Wizzro, his name is obviously based on the Wizzrobes, which, yeah.
I guess, yeah, but...
Yeah, so the name Wizzro, which
he's
yeah.
annoying.
Yeah, obviously the Wizzrobes. Oh my god, that was a lot of enemies.
Yeah, but this one is extra annoying.
Yeah. So Wizzro, his design is not based on a Wizzrobe. They're based on the pose, which we already fought a bunch of here. Except the Wizzro does a lot more beam attacks, and I guess he basically tries to turn the Zelda Warriors into Toho. I suppose it's the best way to pose it. Well, shoot 'em up, I guess, is a better way. Also, hey, the game tells us we defeated 1,500 enemies. I'm already at 1,700. Oops. But yeah, Wizzro does a lot of beam attacks, and this is where, I guess this is the first part where dodge rolling gets very important.
It's kind of a thing if you want to also keep your combo like in and out and go for next enemies to next, because you want to be on the move. It's a
Yeah, you want to do things as fast as possible, as much as possible.
Most because when you don't want to attack, you want to kind of get out of your animation so you want to cancel out as fast as you can so you can get to the next one.
Yeah. And also, yeah, I guess I don't think I even mentioned it. If you move in a certain direction, if you move like forward, if you start moving, after a while the character will start sprinting, but you can also start sprinting directly by just dodge rolling.
That's also kind of why you always want to dodge roll after a combo.
Yeah.
Most because most attacks you kind of shoot most captains and bosses away, so you want to get up too close to them again before they can start retaliating. So basically,
yes. But yeah, dodge rolling is especially it's where you technically you have to run away, but I want to kill this jackass. Sorry, KO. I want to make him flee. There's no kill in this game.
Also, it's a good thing to do it anyway, because we usually drop a weapon. So
yeah. After
he leaves. Come on, leave now.
Yeah, but first the game has to tell us that where we have to go, and yeah, now it remembers. Oh hey, you defeated this guy. Yeah, the enemies won't disappear until the game says so. And now he's gone. Hooray, we got this material, which I think it was a silver material. We didn't see it, but before we actually head out though, we want to head over into this alcove.
Oh hey, look!
There's
treasure.
Yeah, treasure, and I wonder what it contains.
Well, we haven't seen a specific thing. There it is!
Hooray!
And now we got all the stuff here.
Yep.
Until hard mode.
Yeah. It happens. Whatever. So now we just run out to the exit. Yeah, as you can see there, by the way, if you look back to where we started, the enemies were actually, you know, following us. Kind of, sort of, half.
Half and half.
Half and
Oh,
half.
I need to tell you about a funny thing that happened actually. I'm playing this a second time in a hard mode, and we were able to get to this point, and then Wizzro killed me. I had to do this all over again.
Well, that's what you get for not watching your health.
Yeah, I was too confident I would actually kill him, so Wizzro killed me. I had to do this all over again in hard mode because I wanted the skull trap.
Oh well. Victory, hooray, we did it. Victory this time at least, you know. No one was kidnapped this time.
Oh yeah, this is something that usually happens.
Oh yeah.
Ending sequence. I want death battle between her and Cloud. Oh, the fire rod. It's an okay weapon.
Yeah. So.
It's okay. The better ones actually doesn't show up until a little bit later.
Yeah, and also we can play as Sheikah now, hooray! Which is the goddess harp. And also we got our second illustration piece. Yeah, that's another thing. The more Sculptures you defeat, the more illustration pieces you get, the better potions you unlock in the market.
That's why you kind of want to capture them. So.
Yeah.